Okay, folks, as I promised yesterday in the video, I would give you an update. So, the test results are in, and I want everybody to hold on for this because it sure is interesting. The second phase of test results, correct myself, are in. And the verdict is they have no idea. Yeah. It came back exactly like the first one. So what does that mean? Well, it means we're still at square one, where it came back saying that it's not necessarily cancer, the cells aren't malignant, but they're atypical. Now, from a very lengthy conversation, that's not out of the usual. Thank goodness that I have a older sister who is an actual neurologist, and a really good one, to help dumb this down a little bit for me, because honestly, it's not that I'm not a smart person, it's just really isn't my lane. Fixing helicopters and this don't really have any similarities. However, mechanics are mechanics, so I kind of get it a little bit faster than most. So your nervous system is very touchy. If something goes wrong, it normally wigs out and freaks out, which is basically what I'm facing. And your body, being the amazing machine that it is, can hide things very well, especially in that area. So having inconclusive tests is not out of the norm. It happens. But have it coming back twice in a row saying that it isn't a malignancy, but saying that the cells are atypical, it actually starts more questions than it answers. Now, I had a stem cell transplant back in 2012. So my cells just on a regular basis come back atypical. Yeah, I know, it's me being weird. I get it. Yeah, but doesn't necessarily mean it is cancerous, but I don't know what it is. The thing is we don't know still what the heck is going on. However, my oncologist, John Lister, who is an amazing oncologist, he's one of the top ranked in his field. And the proof is in the pudding. He's kept me alive for 10 years, single-handedly. He's been in my corner the whole time, and he has me at the forefront of technology. And believe me when I say that, because we have gone everywhere, including NIH, Johns Hopkins, all these places. And they said that there's no reason for you to move because you're there. I'm at the cutting edge. And that's why I've been so successful. But he's scratching his head. I mean, he has no idea what the heck is going on. He actually he reached out with Johns Hopkins University, both their neuro-oncology unit and their oncology unit, and they're pretty much left speechless as well. So leave it up to me to be that guy yet again. But the general consensus for basically what this means to me is the general consensus from both John Hodgkins, I don't even know how to say that place. Can't they just say something simple? But I think it's Hopkins, John Hopkins, and my oncology team, they all agreed that we're going to treat this as it is cancer because, 3 months from now, we might finally find out what that is. It might unmask itself and my body might say, hey, this is what it is, and in the very few previous cases of the poor folks that went before me, they found out that by the time they figured out it was cancer, it was too late. So my oncologist and John Hopkins, they all concur that we are going to go full throttle and treat this as it is cancer until proven it is not. I totally agree with that. Totally. Because I don't want to be that poor bastard that was like, oh man, I wish we did. I don't take chances like that. And if any of you ever end up in my shoes like this, I highly recommend that you have the same attitude. I'd rather get it and be like, oh, I didn't need it, than be like, oh shit, I wish I did. So that's what we're doing. So we're going to drive forward with getting chemo in my spine, and we're going to keep charging hard. Because that's just what I do. And, you know, I got a lot of great comments from you folks, and it was very uplifting, and I appreciate it. And I appreciate all the prayers, especially for my family. I mean, you know, as you probably read the comments, I've been a soldier all my life. I don't know any other way. And I made a very clear decision to represent my people, the American people, the soldiers and my brothers and sisters in this fight. And all I did was take what we have all learned and applied it to this. And as you can see, it can be done. I know this is a very different situation because, you know, a lot of this ain't up to me. You know, it's not. But a good chunk of it kind of is. I mean, you have to, you know, I'm staying positive, and I'm just doing what I absolutely have to do. I'm being a good boy. You know, I'm not doing stuff. I'm not overworking my body. I'm letting it rest and kind of figure things out. But I can promise you, if there is a chance, I will find it. That's just the way we are. And you know, you could see what I've done with just a chance from 10 years when I was supposed to be dead 9 of them ago. And I hope that that trend continues to this new fight on a new horizon inside the human body, I guess. I mean, it's pretty wild. The mechanics of it are just mind-boggling. I've never seen anything like this. I've never experienced anything like this. And apparently neither have they. So we're all learning this together. And honestly, you know, just in true military form, the way that we are, it might not work out for me, but I'm going to fix it for the next fella, because that's what we do. And they're learning a boatload. We are all learning a boatload. I am learning at a fast pace to the point where I'm actually contributing to this, you know, the team that we got, that we have all kinds of great minds on board on this one, and they're all genuinely curious. So the fact that we don't know what's going on is not because a lack of trying or a lack of testing. It's because it's just that odd, and it's really tough to predict. But saying that, we made a decision collectively, and we're sticking to it. And we're going to treat it as it is cancer until we can find out what it is. So I'm going to continue on with the chemotherapy and my spinal fluid. I'm going to continue on with some steroids to try to help the nerve functions that I've, you know, lost, and try to regain them back with some physical therapy. I'm going to work hard. Going to try to do my best, and we'll see how this works out. Now, I know this is probably the first time through my cancer fight that, you know, this is a no BS drill. You know, this is a real deal here, and I'm going to do my best to keep all you guys updated and show you what this is like, because this is a rare opportunity that a lot of folks don't grab a hold of, because it's typically a very private and a very, I don't want to say morbid, but it kind of is. Like, you know, when you get this kind of news, everybody kind of clams up and sticks, you know, keeps everything close to the cuff. Well, I'm not going to do that. Like I said, I want everybody to learn from this, whether it's to help out another family member that's going through this or help yourself out. I want you to see what it's like. I want you to almost try to, I'm going to keep it as real as I can, so it's almost like you can feel what it's like. And we'll all get through it together. It takes a team, you know, to do this. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be hard. And I think it's doable. I mean, if, you know, 50-50 chance, shit, I'd take that any day in a fight. Because, you know, sometimes it's guys with the right attitude that make a 50-50 chance a real winner. So we're going to try to pull that off. Like I said, just keep me in your thoughts and your prayers. Keep my family in your thoughts and your prayers. You know, and we'll give her hell. That's what we're going to do. It's going to hurt, but so be it. Let you know you're still alive, I guess. So, yeah, in conclusion, we have no freaking clue still to this day. Probably going to try to retest and do a baseline again in about 3 to 4 weeks, which consists of multiple CT scans, MRIs, PET CT scans, blood tests, spinal tests. I mean, it's a ringer. It's exhausting, just the testing portion of it. But they definitely want to get a lot of data so they don't miss anything and shotgun that data to every major institution around. So not only can we give me a good chance, but everybody can learn, be familiar with this case, and give the next guy an even better chance. So that's what it's all about. You know, feel free to ask questions. Don't feel like they're too personal, because I'm already crossed that threshold by making these videos. It is personal, and it's a personal fight. It's a good fight. And I'm just going to open it up for everybody to see. I think that is the right decision. And ask away. Ask anything you want, anything you're even curious about. There's no stupid questions. You know, so I'm looking forward to hopefully recovering from this and learning some new stuff about the body's central nervous system along the way. So, all right. I'll keep you guys updated. I'll probably do another video as soon as I find something out. So if you're interested, keep an eye out. And I'll talk to you guys hopefully soon with some good news. So take it easy, everyone.